The World Series is set to kick off Friday night with the Houston Astros facing the Philadelphia Phillies. Houston city officials held a press briefing on Thursday to detail public safety and mobility plans. Houston Police Chief Troy Finner spoke about Philadelphia Phillies fans going to the game and urged peace between the two groups. The police chief joked, quote, "We'll win, but show them some class." The police chief explained that police officers would be at all intersections as well in plainclothes to help keep people safe. The police chief closed his remarks telling people to, quote, "Come early and wear your orange."
Come on up. Space over a little bit. Good. Is everybody up? All right. Big group, a lot of backup up here. We ready? All right. Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Spoke to the mayor, and he's out of town on city business. Wanted to make sure we had 2 wins when he got back. But I don't want to jinx anything. But we're here for public safety, and you can see our whole team, and I'll run down a list of names here. But can I tell you how proud I am of our region, the partnerships that we have, local, state, and federal. So let me go down this list right quick. Harris County Sheriff Ed Gonzalez, Constable Al Rosen, Precinct 1. We have Special Agent, Assistant Special Agent in charge, Christopher Rea, FBI. We have Special Agent in charge, Fred Milanowski, ATF. We have Assistant Chief Darren Lewis of Metro PD, Major Terry Truitt of DPS, Special Agent in charge Mark Dawson of Homeland Security Investigations. Also have Chief Pena. And we got Director Mock, OEM is here. We have Public Works, and first time that she stood on the stage, and I want to acknowledge this with us. Public Works Director Carol Haddock. They do so much for us, and a lot of times they're behind the scenes. We don't have the resources to block off streets and put big trucks to make it safe for citizens and spectators. So I want to pause and acknowledge you. I really appreciate that, and when I go around the nation, I always talk about the partnership that we have at Public Works. Did I miss it? Oh, and Susan Christian, thank you so much with the mayor's special events team, the director. Thank you for always standing by and organizing. So, look, we have experience. Thank goodness to the success of the Astros World Series. 6 years, 4 times they've been there. So this is nothing new to us. But every year we try to get better on our security and plans. As I said, all of the individuals behind me, we work together during events, before events, and after events to make sure everything is safe and lessons learned. So just want to say again how proud I am of them. Band 10, there's a map displayed, should be. It's not up yet. There we go. So Assistant Chief Band 10, he'll get a chance to brief a little bit in detail on the street closures and some other things in around the park. Tomorrow, the weather will be an issue, and I want everybody to get there early, pack your patience, slow down, be considerate and respectful of people, pedestrians. Make sure you slow down and look out for one another. And for our visitors, Philly fans, and our citizens here in Houston, let's be respectful. We can have fun, but show them our class here in this great city. We'll win, but show them some class, okay? The road closures, I spoke about that. Officers, and we got people in from out of town. So we know when we send things out, and we're going to send it out on social media, they don't know the streets. But I'm going to ask you, and I'm going to tell you, we're going to have officers at most major intersections. So slow down and just follow the officer's lead. We'll get you there. There will be a ride share pickup location, and this is very important, and we'll have this on the social media as well. LaBranch and Preston Street. Just a few notes on a few things that is not going to be allowed. Drones into the media and public alike. It's the 1.5 mile radius away from the park. We're going to strictly enforce that. The numbers, as far as security, I don't get into specifics on that, but I can tell you we're going to have more than enough, and you see everybody behind me from all of the agencies. We have enough people to make sure that we have a safe event here. You'll see both uniform and a lot of plain clothes, so just be aware of it. We're looking, and you won't see the uniform. Sometimes we've got officers all about. Ticket scams. It happens every year. Please listen. I know it's everybody want to get into the World Series, okay? But don't become the victim of a scam. You lose a couple $1,000s or more, and you find yourself at the gate and you can't get in. So buy a ticket from somebody who you know are a legitimate ticket agency. Public help, we always ask for it. Our force multiplier. We say it all the time, and it's a simple saying, but it's so true. If you see something out of line, say something. Don't wait until something happens and then you saying, look, oh, I should have said this, I should have said that. If you see something that's out of line, say something. Let's all work together for a safe event. Let me talk in terms of our vehicles and securing our valuables, okay? Lock those up in the trunk, and as much as you can, we're going to a baseball World Series, okay? Leave the values at home. Just take what you can pack with you. I want us to talk briefly about guns. Thousands of guns are stolen out of vehicles in our city each year. You cannot get into the park with your gun. So it's best if you don't have a safe, leave the guns at home, okay? Thank y'all on that. Watch parties, after parties. We want everybody in our city to have a great time. But be responsible in every aspect of it, okay? Make sure if you're drinking and driving, make sure that you don't drink and drive. Goodness, Troy. All right? So many shared driving programs. Have that designated driver. Have a great time because we're going to be out there. All of our partners, DPS, they're going to be out there, the constables, Harris County. We want everybody to come in and have a good time, but just hear it. We're going to be enforcing DWI, okay? And in closing, as we say here in Houston, come early and wear your orange, okay? So Astros, let's go get them. Thank y'all. I'm going to bring up Assistant Chief Bantin to just give some remarks on the parking.
Thank you, Chief. Well, thank you, Chief. My name is Bantin. My chief already laid out all the plans already, so make my job a lot easier, right? So, but with that said, we're going to post 2 maps on mainstream media. I'm going to share with our media partners and also over social media. One is going to be a pre-game traffic closure and a post-game traffic closure. So what I have in front of me and behind the screen is basically the blue line and the red line is going to denote the different type of closure. Closure will begin on every game, home game, at approximately 4 p.m. in the evening. So with that said, the plan is in place. Just be mindful that we make sure we look at the maps. So those that live, like to Chief's point, those local residents that live in this region, have the experience with a downtown footprint. This is you guys see the map, know exactly where the closure are. But just because this is a World Series game, and we are expecting a lot of outside guests coming in to visit our city and attend the game, and I believe most of them will be coming in to attend our game. So just be mindful. All the main closure we will have officers out there directing traffic, and expanding the traffic. We also have additional officers out there directing traffic all around the footprint, including some outlets. So just pay attention to the officer's direction as they're directing traffic. Just follow the direction of the officer. We're going to post additional signage out there. Most importantly is we need to leverage the technology, especially from our outside guests. We have communicated with our outside entity that have those traffic apps involved, and we're going to provide all those updates accordingly. So please, please, please follow those apps. Everyone enjoy the game. Just like Chief said, be patient. plan ahead, give us plenty of time. And I know when you have like over 40,000+ people flooding out a stadium, it's not going to be an easy lift, but we'll try to do our best to keep everyone safe, especially those that'll be on foot that night. Thank you.
Fire Chief Sam Pena. Thanks.
Thank you, Chief. Go Astros.
Yeah.
So let me first start off by congratulating the American League champion Houston Astros for an amazing and decisive win and getting to this point, the fourth appearance at a World Series in the last 6 years. That is amazing. And I want to thank the Astros for what they've done. Owner Jim Crane, Dusty Baker, the manager, and the team for what they've done for this city. That's just incredible. We're super proud of them. As has been mentioned here, all these agencies are here to support the public safety for our city, for our residents, for our visitors, everybody attending this game. We work really well together. Your public safety departments, special events are working diligently to ensure a safe event, a safe World Series weekend of baseball. So we want to recommend a few things. The plan has been mentioned and laid out by the Houston Police Department, but we recommend that you guys arrive early. If you don't need to drive here, use a rideshare. Bring your energy, bring your team pride, but more importantly, bring your patience. That's what we need. There's going to be a large amount of people in this footprint. We appreciate the workers, the residents, and the visitors to this footprint. And again, we appreciate the patience. That's what we're going to need. There's going to be plenty of security, plenty of law enforcement out on scene. We recommend that you speak to your children. If you're going to bring young children with you, speak to them before you arrive at the ballpark. If you get separated, have a plan to get reunited. There's going to be plenty of law enforcement on scene to ensure that that we assist you in reuniting you with your loved ones. But it's more important to have a plan ahead of time. So with that, again, the Houston Fire Department, in partnership with all these agencies that you see behind us, are prepared to ensure a safe and a welcoming event for our residents and the visitors to our great city. So with that, go Astros and sweep in 4.
Thank you. Hey, before we open up in questions, I'm going to bring up Assistant Chief Patty Cantu for translation in Spanish.
Buenos días y gracias por estar aquí. Queremos darle las gracias a todos y estamos bien orgullosos de los Astros que ya han estado en esta posición 4 veces en estos años. Y en esa causa nosotros tenemos mucha experiencia con todo lo que va a pasar hoy en los días que vienen. Sin todo el equipo aquí que están aquí, no podemos hacer el trabajo. Nuestro trabajo es más fácil cuando todos trabajamos juntos. Y no solamente nosotros que estamos aquí en el edificio, pero también la comunidad, las personas que están visitando. Todo es trabajando junto para tener todo el evento que se vaya suavemente. Al principio va a haber un mapa que se va a poner en las redes sociales. Por favor, estudia ese mapa si van a manejar aquí, porque la cosa es, las calles van a estar cerradas. Van a haber algunas calles cerradas y tienen que tener un plan para llegar temprano y de irse también. Ya cuando se termine el juego, las calles van a estar cerradas, unas calles, y nosotros queremos que la gente se vaya para afuera del evento, para que el tráfico se pueda mover más suavemente. Eso es la preocupación. La gente piensa que todo va a ir inmediatamente. Por favor, ten paciencia. El tráfico, si va a manejar aquí, va a tomar con unos 55 minutos para salir del centro. Este es un lugar bien pequeño, pero nosotros estamos listos para trabajar con todos. Y por favor, cuando lleguen al estadio, si van a manejar aquí, por favor, dejen sus cosas valiosas en su casa y las armas no se van a permitir en el estadio. Por favor, dejen las armas. Haz el trabajo más difícil a los que se aprovechan y que quieren robar de tu carro y de tu persona. En otras cosas, vamos a tener bastantes oficiales en uniforme y también encubierto. Y en esas cosas vamos a estar listos para prepararnos para lo que sea. pero el respeto para las personas que no están apoyando nuestro equipo. Por favor, tenemos visitantes, queremos que la ciudad luce y que somos de buena onda, ¿ok? Todos queremos que ganen los Astros, bueno, menos los Phillies, pero nosotros sí. También, si van a comprar boletos, esté alerta que hay varias personas que andan vendiendo que son falsas, mercancía va a ser falsas. Vamos a tener oficiales afuera, encubiertos, a tratar de ayudarles, pero si no conocen a la persona, si no es de una agencia, por favor, no queremos que caigan víctima de perder bastante dinero porque quieren venir a ver el juego. También sabemos que todos van a tener un lugar para juntarse para ver el juego en toda la ciudad. Queremos que todo sea responsable. Sí, queremos que disfruten este evento porque esto es muy grande para nosotros y para la ciudad. Pero también les pedimos que si van a tomar, por favor, tengan un plan para que alguien que manejen. Queremos que todos lleguen a casa como llegaron a la fiesta o al juego. Esto es todo, depende y eso se puede prevenir. Vamos a tener una área donde se pueden dejar las personas en la Branch, en la Preston, pero solamente, let me see. Okay. Esas son las cosas que les queremos recordar, pero por favor, estudien el mapa si van a venir al centro para ver el juego. Los drones no se van a permitir. Si está el techo abierto, se va a enforzar las reglas, ¿ok? So, por favor, los drones en 1.5 millas del estadio no se van a permitir. Por favor, sé consciente que van a tomar acción. No solamente tenemos ayuda de la ciudad, pero también de federal. Todos van a estar listos y todos queremos apoyar nuestro equipo, pero lo queremos hacer que todo está protegido y todo está bien y sano cuando lleguen. Gracias.
Thank you. Thank you, Patty. Hey, before we entertain questions, I want to let you know all of the got some important people back here, so they're available for questions or interviews following the question session. But go ahead. Any questions? Y'all got to smile too. If we're not answering questions to y'all, smile. Y'all act like this is a funeral. Go ahead. Huh? Go ahead.
I got a question. Philadelphia fans are known to get pretty wild and occasionally aggressive. Are we planning to do something about this? We know that
I think
they like to.
Yeah. Look, I don't want to say anything negative about any fans that's coming here, but we have standards here in the city, and we expect everybody to follow them. Okay, we want everybody to have fun, but if you get too rowdy, and especially when I'm talking about if you go to assault somebody or whatnot, or damage property, you're gonna go to jail. But that's just not for Philly fans. That's for everybody. So we just want a respectful, fun environment where people can talk a little bit of noise and have fun, you know, and let's see, may the best team win. Keep it respectful.
Daisy, do you have anything? Do you have anything or no?
No, he has.
I got another question. Okay. Houston residents, are reporting a lot of car breaking, in the past years.
Yes.
So are we planning to have more officers?
Absolutely. In and around the stadium, as I asked earlier, we need citizens to do their part, okay? You can't bring guns in the stadium. Leave them at home if you don't have a safe, okay? Don't leave valuables visible in your vehicle. But we will have additional officers, both uniform and plain clothes, patrolling the parking lots.
Any type of, anything going on with any agencies up north in Philly?
Going on like what, like a wager?
I ain't saying wager. I'm not
It's illegal for me to bet. No, seriously. So I don't know about our federal partners, they might be a little bit tighter than we are. So no, seriously. Commissioner Outlaw is a great friend of mine. I love her and respect her, but we spoke the other day and we'll come up with a little wager on something, a little friendly wager. So, but I don't want her to lose too much though. So, yeah, all right. Yes, sir.
Chief, I know you, outside, officers outside and possibly inside. You know, what happened last time when that fan jumped over and got onto the field? Are y'all gonna be also vigilant on that stuff, or just?
I'm glad you brought that up because we were briefing back there and just talking about that. So I told them I'm really fast for about 40 yards, okay? So I'm gonna get out there. No, seriously, look, all seriousness, it's very serious when a spectator breaches that. It's dangerous to our players, okay? And I want people to know Major League has banned that individual for life, okay? He went to jail for trespassing, but to answer your specific question, they said that they're going to put additional security officers out there and police officers. And my ask was, and this is no against anybody, but I say put some athletic guys and ladies out there, okay? That's a lot of ground to cover out there, but a lot of more precautions, okay? Yep.
I have a question. Thank you. Aggressive driving. We lost a 16-year-old kid outside of an Astros game in the past. Yeah. And this traffic is going to be heavy. It's going to be a lot of people there. So what's the message to those drivers that tend to get a little bit out of line?
Thanks for asking that. And my heart goes out to any victim of violent crime, and especially that particular family after that Astros game. But again, pack your patience, be respectful and considerate of others. And we're going to have a lot of people out there. If you discharge a firearm or do something crazy out there, pretty good chance you're going to jail. And we're not going to play around with that, okay? Next question.
Anybody?
Chief, as you mentioned off the top, you have some experience in preparing for a World Series now, 4 out of the 6 years. I'm curious what you've learned, what we've learned as a department, as a city, hosting these events, preparing for security, and what, if anything, you're doing differently this 4th time around.
Not so much of anything different, but every event you have an act to action, and you just want to get better. Nothing in particular, but we want to be the best, and I think we're pretty good here down here with major events, but we just want to get better. But nothing that sticks out, but just making sure we have enough staffing, making sure that the huge thing, and maybe an improvement, we got a great relationship, but every time, and I'm so proud of this, we get even better with all our partners in our communication before, during, and after events. So.
Any idea how many officers you're gonna have that day?
Not gonna tell you. No, seriously. I don't discuss the specifics, numbers, but tell you a lot. Okay, and you'll see it. You'll see it even before the game. We got events before the game, so you'll see officers everywhere, and we'll be safe.
Yes.
Okay.
I was going to ask either Sheriff Gonzalez to say something in Spanish, por favor.
I could do it afterwards. We're gonna
Okay. One-on-one. Okay, is that it?
Chief, any idea about how many people will gather there at the
Pre-game?
Well, during the festivities and
You know, we know it's probably over 40,000 in the stands and a few thousand in pregame, but I know that's a ticketed event. So there'll be a lot more people in the downtown area, and we want that. It's been tough times for us. We want all our hotels full. We want our restaurants full. We want them to come here and spend money and help our economy, okay? But everybody's going to have a good time. But we'll get with you after, our after action and make sure we get the numbers to you, okay? All right. Thank y'all.